Hi there, Alex here. Welcome to Sweet Spot Soul and another episode. I've done some calls that have really inspired me, but I also want to just say thank you for your patience in this coming out. I only did one last week, and I actually had recorded a bunch of videos, and all of them felt off to me. And I just grappled yesterday for a little while, trying to make myself sit down and get to the things that I needed to do. And my soul was like, no, you're integrating something right now and you're going to come out when you're ready. So having some fun lessons internally as I'm up leveling a bit. I've had incredible moments of samadhi just kicking in, like mid session, working with clients, and it's just been amazing. And so very inspired, very much in flow. So I thought I'd give it another go and record some things now. And also thank you again for your patience, as I have not been to comments in any of the comments for a week. So I promise I will be getting to that, and I will try to be better about that as well. That is definitely my intention. I just want to bring my full attention to it when I get to it. Generally, I try to check it a couple times a week and go through. I do read every one of your comments, and I appreciate them very much. And every thumbs up you give as well when things resonate, much appreciated. Okay, so I have a bunch of things I want to talk about here today, so I'll probably record a few back to back and line them up for you for the next few days. But one of the big things that really came as I'm really trying to help these final shifts with some people is in that coming to know your heart, that you and your twin flame are one. Gosh, there's so much to say today just about that topic. There's a big difference in this knowing that this internal energetic shift that happens. And this is assuming that you are with your twin flame. There are many people that think they're on the journey that are not. Topic for another one. But just assuming that you are, the goal, of course, always is still to come into a sense of your own inner peace, your own inner union, your own balance. And what is part of that is this collapsing of duality, this sense of separation and feeling that we're separate from our source, which then strengthens our ego. And the stronger that ego is, and the more we identify with that ego and all the constructs that make the ego what it is, when we identify with that lower self, then we think that we are separate. We think that we are unique and special in our own ways, good and bad. Everything is judged. And we have this sense of duality in our life, this sense of separation in our life, things that we need to fill in terms of feeling that there's lack of safety, lack of comfort, lack of what we think that we want that will make us feel safe and comfortable, and what we're judging as good and bad, and what we want to do and create to feel good and not feel bad. So there's attraction and aversion. There's all this world of duality we live in. And as we come into inner union, it's a matter of coming into more and more and more acceptance of what is, being in the present moment, not ruminating on the past, and not projecting and being anxious about the future, trying to control things for the future, trying to rewrite stories of the past. There's just so much in the mental body and in the ego that wants to maintain itself as safe and separate. And that's all going to drop away. There's all this unbecoming, this things to allow to come up and move out. And there's things that we can to learn about those things as well. We can completely alchemize without knowing what it is we're alchemizing. And we can also ask for revelation to come to know what it is that we're alchemizing, so that we recognize in the future that we don't recreate it or whatever. There's all this work, right? All in getting to inner union. And what's inner union? It is now. It is the now. It is the now. It is the present moment. But it is an embodiment. Okay. So it's not just being in the now. Again, I said this before, and bypassing, dealing with the alchemy, the work, the transmutation of things, dealing with the catalysts. It's not ignoring the catalysts, shoving them down, pretending they're not there, and disassociating with the body and the mind. It's instead about sanctifying the ego, bringing the lower mind to higher mind, using the heart, bringing balance and coherence between the mind and the heart, which is the higher mind, which is where you tap into that superconscious, that soul level, the higher levels, and then into the higher self. This is the work that we're meant to do by working with what's happening in our life, what's coming to us. So the twin you manufactured, I say that, that's so funny. You invited in, you created, you contracted in this lifetime at the right time, at the divine time, that you would basically encounter yourself in another body. Now, how in the world is this going to help you to collapse the sense of duality and separation without getting attached to it, right? Because this is, of course, as you know, the grand paradox. And so whenever you hear, get into union, get into inner union, I'm going to say it over and over and over, but we have this thing out here that's showing us everything. One of the key things that I want you to get with this today is you're not coming into that knowing, that energetic shift that says, I know, I just know, I know that we will be together. He's in my heart, or she's in my heart. And I just know, and I'm relaxed and I'm good and I'm balanced. And there's my addictive behavior is, has passed on, and I'm getting into my purpose. I'm doing the work. I feel this shift. I don't feel like I need to have this twin. I just know that we'll be together someday. There's a little fine thread in there that what you are knowing is still based on an outcome. It's still based on a preference that this physical twin be in your life. So you might know with all your heart that this is going to show up for you, but there's still a gap and a separation between you and that reality, that 3D reality. That has to go as well. And it's not a mind game. It's a switch inside, and you'll notice it. But I want to give you some tips of what this is and what it feels like. And then I'll get further into some of these conversations that I'm kind of opening up here, or topics. And so the difference then is to know in your heart and know that you are one, which is why I keep doing all the geometry stuff, is to help you see you are one. And that inner union is being in the now moment. It's done. It is done. You are one. There is nothing else to seek for. There is nothing else outside of you. There's nothing even in the 3D that matters. It's just like looking in the mirror and trying to wipe the frown off of your face. What do? You don't wait until that turns into a smile to feel like you're happy. You have to become the happy, and then you see it in the mirror. But the becoming happy is only going to maintain as long as you actually feel the happy. You can't fake that. It will show up in the mirror. So with the twin, it's the same thing. We have to completely let go of the need to see it witnessed outside of you ever. That's just literally looking in the mirror. And the more you can realize you're just looking at the past of what you are creating inside, then it's you could call it a confirmation, I suppose, but it's really, even still, that's in the mind. It's just being now always. So I already am whole. I am complete. I am happy. I'm blissful. I'm in joy. I'm in my purpose. I feel amazing. Or I feel like crap. I feel lonely. I feel lost. I feel all of these things. Either way, you stay within, and you be with that and say, can I love myself through this anyway? Can I allow this feeling? Is there something that I'm supposed to learn in this? Can I be here now? What's wrong with this exact moment? I am in union with myself no matter what I'm feeling. I don't need to judge it. I don't need to think about it. I don't need to go into the mind at all about it. I don't need to ruminate. I don't need to project what it needs to look like to find a different feeling inside. You be with the feeling, you be it. It's all okay. It's all perfect. And then you come to a place, as you slowly alchemize more and more and more, that you're slowly rising. You're collapsing the duality because you're being with yourself. You're accepting yourself. You're not needing these conditions outside of you. So you're learning love, and then unconditional love. There's no anything outside of you that can rock your peace, whether it's a pleasurable experience or that's a judgment, whether it's an experience that expands your heart or it's an experience that closes your heart. Either way, it's okay. I can love myself anyway. Unconditionally, no conditions. And guess what changes then? Your conditions. And then you just look at it in the mirror for what it is. Look at that. I just changed the conditions. And so think about your 3D reality versus your 5D reality. You and your twin are one in the 5D. And so when you know that and know it, and you come to live in the 5D because that's the present moment without judgment, without fear, with full acceptance. When you live there, and that's where you reside, and you just witness and watch and be the witness, be the observer. The observer is the fifth dimension. That is the witness level, without judgment, just noticing. Look at that, look at that, look at that. And I do this a lot. Look at this. Oh, I have this pain in my knee. What is that? Does it matter? No. What is it? What does it feel like? Let's just be with the feeling. Does it have a color? Is it green? Oh, look, it's moving around a little bit. Oh, that feels a little constricting. That feels a little bit tight. But not judging that as good or bad, or I want it to go away, or dang it, or what made that, what made it happen. You can say, is there something that I need to avoid? So because to avoid this constricting feeling, right? Like, so as neutral as you can get, and you can practice with simple things like that. In fact, I sometimes get these itches in my back and I can't reach it, and I get so uncomfortable, I'll be on a hike or something and I want to grab a stick and, scratch at it. And so I practice being with the itch and not labeling it and just feeling it, actually just feeling it. And it's incredible. I just said that and now I've got an itch. and just being with the feeling, and if I don't call it bad or something that I don't want and that is annoying, and and all of I could just make it go away if I did this thing. When I just actually sit with the itch, it goes away. It transmutes. It literally goes away because I don't give it anything. I don't give it any of my energy or emotion. It's amazing. Now, I'm not saying you can't have energy or emotion. Emotion, that's another conversation. We'll talk about that too, emotion. Anyways, I digress a bit. My point here is manifestation happens in the now moment. If you want to shift timelines, then you literally choose a different now moment in its entirety. And how do you do that? You have to be it. You have to get into the vibrational match of it. So the practice is being in union all the time, right now, not looking for it out here and not looking to be in union with a separate body, because that's still separation and expectation. And even like a judgment that's something you would prefer to the now moment. No. It's now. I am in so much peace now, and doing anything you can. If you're in the lower feelings of constriction, I say lower, meaning slower movement of frequency, and that feels constricting in the body, and you want to feel a higher frequency and something that feels more expansive, then you have to step yourself up to that. Can I get neutral? What can I do to lessen this constriction and bring a neutrality to the moment? And then what can I do to bring that up a little notch, and that up another little notch? And be with each moment. And then you can practice that feeling. And I'll give you one more tip here. And this is just kind of a fun thing to do. And then I'll go into another topic in another video. So there are times when I really want to manifest a higher frequency, a higher feeling, a bigger, broader, wider, more expansive, loving feeling. And I want to add that feeling in order to bring more energy to something I would like to manifest. And granted, wanting to manifest something in the future, sure. I want to manifest more abundance. Where can I generate a really, really high emotion and feel really amazing and piggyback it onto these thoughts, this feeling I want to generate right now? It's basically to grab hold of something that brings you that feeling, that joy, that expansive, loving, unconditional, beautiful feeling. I do not suggest this be the twin, okay? Because we're trying to bring that in. So, and that could be a very triggery place. But instead, if you have children, this is what I do, right? So I had an incredible experience with both my children nursing. I loved it. And so I literally can, in my mind, immediately just go to holding one of my baby girls nursing and just like be flooded with love and oxytocin. And whatever is coming out of me, it feels amazing. And then I piggyback and just shift that feeling, that yummy, incredible, expansive feeling into me, into the now. Oh, and that I feel this wholeness and that my twin is me. And I picture my little triangles and then my absolute unity, Heros Gamos, inner union. I picture these things in my heart and then all around. And that's the wholeness. That's the wholeness. And I borrow that beautiful feeling. And that's how I can pull it in. I can always pull in that energy if I need to. And it needs to be done less and less and less and less until you come into that solid place, right? But things can knock us out, there are still conditions. It's definitely a very, very high state to be in total unconditional love all the time. So we got to pull it in. And that's what I do, to pull it in. And so I hope that this kind of helps a bit to, again, remember the finest nuance, that the switch and the knowing that you two are one is not you two are one in the physical, in the mind. That's like to remove that out of the mind, the physical part of it. And you two are one right now, because you are one right now, and your twin is you. Okay. And again, even if you're not on a twin flame journey, your twin is still you. You still have a twin flame within, and it's you. And so that's the union that you're looking for. And that's the now. That's the now moment. That's the choice right now. And it is a fine nuance, but it's an important nuance, because otherwise you get to a place where everything seems to feel good. And then, okay, well, now you're looking for the witness in the mirror. You're looking to witness, okay, well, where's the twin then? And then boom, now time has entered, preference has entered, expectation has entered, and your separation is in place. Okay. So let that sink in, and remember that all of that on the outside does not manifest until the knowing is that this is literally just a mirror. It literally is your creation. You are the universe. You are the creator of your reality. It sounds lonely, but it's not. You're all and you're nothing at the same time. You are the alpha and the omega at the same time. And everything that you've made for yourself to interact with here is to bring you into that knowing that you created it. You are the creator. And when you allow soul to come in and you clear the space for soul and you take care of this vessel, you don't deny it, you take care of it so that it can express. Soul can express, you can express through this vehicle, through the smaller ego, not the identified lower self, but the smaller ego that works with the body and the emotions and the mind and in a coherence. Then you can flow. That's what we're repairing here. We're repairing separation to unity. All right. And everything outside of you is separated from you, and it's showing you that. But then as it comes closer and closer in, it's going to show you that. And as you come into inner union, it's going to show you that. But you're not attached to that at all. You're only attached to, it's not even attached. You're only with the now moment as one. As one. Okay, I think that's drilled in enough. Okay, much more to share. I will talk with you in the next video. If you like this, please make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you want my help, check out the box and also the website, sweetspotsoul.com. You can see all the work that I do to help you release all the things that keep us in separation consciousness and bring you back into inner union. So I hope to help you with that. And until next time, have a great rest of your day.